Alright, hi everyone, JD again, here to do the flight test of the JJRC H26D. So, it's been quite a while since the assembly and unboxing video, so let's just run through a couple of the checks. So, what I've already done is I've gone back through and I've tightened up these 4 propellers, just to be on the safe side. I don't want there to be any accidents when we go to fly it today. I've also double checked the screws on the gimbal. Remember the 2 screws in the back there. The skids are also on quite firmly. Okay, and also the propeller guards. So as you maybe notice, I have taken this out once and just flown it just to get a feel for it, as this is going to be the largest quad that I have flown in quite a while. Right then, okay, so we pretty much did a lot of the talking in the assembly and the unboxing video, so today is purely going to be just about the flight. So let me just double check that I have an SD card. I don't. Okay, I've got a spare one in my pocket. So let's pop that. Let's pop that in there. There we go, it just clicks in once. And there's enough room between the back of the gimbal and the camera so that it doesn't rub up against anything. Okay, so I've taken off the cover on the lens. So let's get a little screwdriver, and let's connect up this battery, and then we'll take her on a little flight. Okay, so the agenda for today is purely to take her out, fly her a little way, hover her, take her up a little bit, turn on the camera, get some nice aerial footage, and then bring her back down and then see how she flies with the standard manoeuvres left and right, forward and back, and also see the stability of this large quad. Okay, so that's connected. Remember, the other plug is purely for charging, so I don't need that now because hopefully it would have charged overnight. Right, so that's in, that's secure. All those four propellers are ready. So that's a clear view upwards. So let's flip the switch to the bottom. Now it's going to be a lot of LEDs once you do this. There we go. So you get your LEDs on the prop arms, one on the back. So let's bind the quadcopter, so like for so many other quadcopters, up and down, then you'll see the telemetry screen comes on properly. You have your signal, you have your battery, you have a picture of another quadcopter there. So when you start to move your the rotors, the rudders and everything else, you're going to see exactly what channel everything is operating on. Okay, so let's take her up. Okay, up we go. Move all the trim back to a standard, factory standard flying. Let's see how she does now. Okay, so she moves quite well for a large quad. She's quite manoeuvrable. She is also quite heavy, so it is going to be quite tricky to keep her up in one place. So I'm going to just hover her, and she's still pulling a little bit. Okay, so that can't be helping the balance. Let's move that to the front, and let's move that to the front as well. Okay, so let's do a little bit of trim. And there is no wind here today, so she should be quite stable indeed. If these lights do bother you on yours, you can always disconnect them from the little cables on the propeller guards, a bit like we did when we connected them up just to reverse the operation. Okay, so let's have a little look. So I've managed to trim her up a bit, and now she seems to be a lot more stable. So I'm not going to get too close to her because she is very loud. let's fly her about a bit and let's see what we've got. Okay, so she seems to be more stable than she was a couple of minutes ago, which is good. Right then, let's keep her up. Let's move her about. Yeah, she is a very stable copter. I mean, this copter itself, I'm really impressed with how sturdy she is. She's a very sturdy machine, and she is quite sensitive to control. So you have got to take a bit of care, as you can probably tell by the way I'm talking. It is taking quite a lot of concentration to maintain this flight, unlike the other ones that I have tested and the other ones that I have flown, which fly quite well and they're also quite light and they tend to just ride the breeze. This particular one doesn't. So you just want to take your time with it, make sure that you are actually flying it and it's not flying you. Also be careful of any sort of obstructions, as that can only hinder your flying. Right, so that was good. So we had to give her quite a lot of trim in order for her to stay somewhat level, which could be because I've already taken her out, even though she hasn't crashed. She has been flying quite well. There are the odd occasions when you land them, you know, they flip upside down. But one thing I would say, you do want to be careful when you land them, when you land this particular one. Because if you turn her around and have a little look, there's not much clearance between the camera, which is a little bit wet, not good, and the skids. So you do have about an inch of clearance. So you want to make sure the grass is nice and cut and short like ours is here. Okay, let's take her up one last time. We'll turn around, we'll take a little bit of video. So for video, it's just press and hold on the forward button here. The back button, if you push it, will take a photo. Okay, so let's take her up. Let's get a little bit of aerial footage. Let's see how good that 3 megapixel camera does. Let's walk her out a little bit into the middle of the field here. Okay, let's take her up. Okay, seem to have got a bit of grass there. Okay, let's keep her up there. Let's bring her back towards me a bit. Okay, he's going to get some nice aerial shots now. Let's just twist her around. Okay, she's gone a bit too far. Let's bring her back. And let's land her. Okay. So that in itself, I think, was quite successful. So then guys, thank you very much for watching. This was the test flight of the JJRC H26D. So I hope you've enjoyed. Any questions that you have, as again, just please post them in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, and if you really want to see more of what I do, then please subscribe. And I'll be releasing roughly 2 videos a week, one unboxing, one flight. Okay then guys, thanks very much, and we shall see you soon. Okay.